Hey everyone, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master and Pro Player, and I am here with a Master of Commentary, my brother. And we are here playing Merfolk in Standard. But before we get into that, we're going to thank our sponsor, the manabase.com. And you know what? If you want to know who is participating in the Tournament of Champions of Pauper, you go check out Austin Hoey, his Pauper Ponderings on the manabase.com. Your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. We've got... this sounds good. So generally what I do is I try to get Deep Root Elite out first and then follow it up with a River Sneak and just try to make it as big as possible. Starting your game out with Deep Root Elite is way better than, what's it called? Metallic Mimic. It's not even close because you get to put the counters wherever you want. So you can keep putting it on the resources that you really want it on. So I would love to curve out Deep Root Elite, River Sneak, to like Jungle-born Pioneer, and then just pile everything on the River Sneak.
Mulligan.
Great. So I don't know what is the most deceptive start, but I'll start with an island. I have no idea what will throw my opponent off the most. I know I have all these branch walkers, but unfortunately it's not as good as just getting a Deep Root Elite immediately. So it looks like we're up against Red Deck Wins, which I believe is like our worst matchup because of garbage like this. Like they're never going to give us the right density of creatures on the board, and they're going to hit us just really, really fast. I looked up the metagame share, or at least the winning metagame share, and it's about like a good 20%. It's pretty high. My impression is that like we're just going to have to like lose. I think we're just going to have a really, really bad game against that 20% and then try to make it up somewhere else against all the other matchups. So that's the way I'm looking at it. I'm going to play the River Sneak so that I can follow it up with Jungle-born Pioneer and hit for 3 damage. Sure, I don't care. So we're going to get hit by a ton of stuff. Ooh, Commander might change my mind. Or will it? Because this thing is pretty good on defense. You know what? I'm gonna play this anyway. Let's play this. I want this automatically to trigger. We'll set up a turn with Kumena next turn. Hopefully we can get one more lance so that we can play Kumena into a Merfolk Branchwalker, and then we can start playing for the tap 5, and then put a +1/+1 counter on everything. Oh, they're waiting for me. Okay, so first off, always trigger this. And I'll get him for 3, which feels a bit greedy, but whatever. So Jungle-born, I'm willing to trade my Jungle-born Pioneer for the on-crop Crasher, but it probably is going to get exerted to make this thing can't block. With that in mind, I can use this Merfolk to block the Earthshaker Kenra. Not afraid of trying to stem the bleeding at this point. So it is going to exert. Okay. And we'll block. We do need to start saving some life. Did I forget to play my unclaimed territory? I did. That's not good. That's really bad news. That was terrible. Well, we didn't get punished, actually. We just got sort of rewarded, oddly enough.
Swings and roundabouts.
Swings and roundabouts. So let's get Kumena onto the battlefield. So I can use the colorless. And we'll play this. We should play the Kumena Speaker right now, just in case they use like a shock on the River Sneak. We could tap these 3 to draw a card. So River Sneak, once again, doing what it does, gets in for damage, unblockable damage. This is such a good source of damage in this matchup. Commander, a great blocker. What the hell is this? Flying, when it dies, create a 0/1 relevant blah. Is that it? Create a 0/1 red elemental creature token with, at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice this creature and return target card named Rekindling Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield, and it gains haste. But it doesn't have haste right now, and that's important. I don't think Karizev has any good attack. Alright, so let's start drawing some cards. We draw a Silvergill Adept.
Into another Silvergill Adept.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
This is all good. This is all fine. We want to play... I believe we want to play Branchwalker first before we start playing our Silvergill Adepts. That's the rule, people. Stick to the rules. Ugh, why can't these things just automatically trigger?
You become too accustomed to the other one.
I think I'm going to put the Silvergill Adept on the bottom. Or sorry, in my graveyard. I don't think we really need that. I prefer to get more lands at this point. Or things like, or more mana efficient creatures. So we're in a situation where we can attack with the River Sneak and then pump everything up with Kumena by tapping for 5. Oh, again, I have to stack these things. I'm sorry! Wasting time. Burn player's going crazy. He's like, I want to just get on to my next match.
If you want to see impatient people, go play backgammon.
Oh yeah, backgammon for free. Free backgammon. You want to see people snap quit. Waiting all day. I do have a dilemma with these Silvergill Adepts. I mean, if I play one and draw a blank, then I can't play the other one.
Tragic.
Very tragic. So ideally, I don't need more cards. I have a lot of cards. I'm going to activate Kumena's like plus everything ability. On the other hand, if they kill something pre-combat, then I'm just going to let it die because I do need the ability to try to block some of these things. I don't have to be worried about what's it called right now. Well, I guess what's it called? Glorybringer would be a pain because they play Glorybringer, exert it to kill this thing. And to activate Kumena, I need to tap everything, which means I have no blockers, which means I lose. That's not good. I don't want that to happen.
That's it? That's all you got?
That's all you got? Pathetic. Just pathetic. Well, we're dead next turn, so... do we draw cards? We pump the team. I think we pump the team. We're going for it, people. We're going for it next turn. This is it. This is the turn. We can get 2 creatures. Oh, that was a very decent draw step. So that's going to make this a 5-powered creature, and we only need 6 damage to get through. That's it. We win.
He's got 1 card in hand.
Hopefully it's not a shock.
I was about to say, what's the odds?
The odds are something. Ugh, stack this nonsense again. So we get 2 triggers off the Jungleborn Pioneer, making River Sneak a 5/5 creature, putting our opponent down to 6, and they can only block 3 creatures, which means 2 of the 3 3s are going to get through.
Tap the thing.
Oh yeah. Nothing weird happens here, right? I don't think so. I guess, in theory, I can... This thing cannot be blocked. Ah. Not do anything stupid. I'm just going to attack with everything. Block 3. Yep.
Do your best.
Here we go. We've done the math, people. Well, look at that. We won a game against Burn, or Red Deck wins. So Blossoming Defense, I think, is going to be good here. It will protect our creatures, help us push through damage. This card seems awkward. Deep-Root Waters might be okay. I think Tempest Caller is going to be fine. What are we not going to want in this matchup? I think I want everything else. Maybe Jade Bearer is going to be awkward. I think we want Blossoming Defense, but maybe it's going to be awkward. But we're going to see what happens.
Jade Bellowing.
Because Jade Bearer is just not something I even want to play for turn 1. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this game plays out. Maybe on the defense. You know what? If we can take Tempest Caller. I'm going to take out Tempest. Oh, damn. Well, we can't take out Tempest Caller. It's too late.
It's a good card.
I was just thinking, like, on the defense, this is not that good. Maybe we do want. Well. Maybe we still want this. I'm trying to think if we want Deep-Root Waters. Because the thing about Deep-Root Waters is that, you know, it can stabilize the board pretty well eventually. But it's going to take a turn off, and this is just like, this is an offensive card. It's not a defensive card, and it's really slow. And we have nothing to do on turn 1. And we have no green mana for this Blossoming Defense. And we desperately need lands so that we can cast our Jungleborn Pioneers. We'll put that into our graveyard. We can still play things like Merfolk Mistbinder, but our hand is clunky. We need to curve out. Now remember, if our opponent mulligans, it's not that big of a deal because of... Ooh, it's still playing Sunscorched Desert, even though the other card is banned. Okay, we got River Sneak's not bad. I'd love if I could protect it with Blossoming Defense, but I'll do the best I can. River Sneak into Jungleborn Pioneer, I'm in. Let's see if this eats in a Braid or something. Or Shock. Holy cow. Okay, so that represents... They have Hazored in their hand. They have Hazored. Or this? Okay, they still have Hazored. Okay, so we got unclaimed territory. Now what to do with it? I guess just play Jungleborn Pioneers. And then at some point play Mistbinder and attack for as much as we can. It'd be really nice if we could get that green for that Blossoming Defense. So there's Hazoret, as foretold. You have Indestructible Haste, but you do not have Trample. So we're gonna have to... I'm gonna chump. I'm gonna try to save ourselves as much damage as possible because the clock is on. Deep-Root Elite is a cute card, but not one that we need right now. This is unnecessary. Let's attack first. We're facing a 2-turn clock. Because of Hazoret's ability, plus the Rekindling Phoenix in the air that we can't do anything about. Great.
Empty-handed though.
That's not good. If they're empty-handed, then they can attack with Hazoret. This is all too late. This is just too late. I'm just gonna resign.
Don't give them the satisfaction.
I also just don't want to show them what I have. They have a lot of spells, but it's just hard to keep. It's hard to hold this stuff up. Maybe we could play Spell Pierce. Doesn't counter a whole lot though. I'm gonna stick with what we have. Hopefully, it's better on the play than it is on the draw. Sure. Keep this. It's not perfect, but whatever. That's bad. I don't even have an island or Merfolk to turn this guy on. Alright. Whatever. Maybe being a little patient isn't going to hurt us. So we get this Merfolk Mistbinder. So we'll play with patience. Blossoming Defense this. It worked just as well as Spell Pierce, except it has a potential upside. And I just noticed I should be playing my Botanical Sanctum.
It's 10 p.m. people. We started. Been studying all day.
I've also been playing Arena all day. To practice for this. How does this work? Something can't block? Okay, I think we need to start drawing cards. So that's what we'll do. Yep, hit me for 1. Oh, hit me for another 1. Please play that Phoenix thing. Don't play that. But you know what? It's a bit slow. Let's see what we can draw. That's not good. That's also not good. Let's draw more cards. That is interesting. But I needed that before. Oh, this is really awkward because I just needed a random creature last turn. So how much power is this? 3, 5, 8, 12? Oh, it's so close to lethal. Okay, do you know what? I'm going to play this. We're just going to add more things to the board. Do you know what? I forgot. Hazored can't block either. So that was maybe a waste. I could have attacked for 3. Pia probably wasn't blocking. My opponent goes down to 13, and I do have... Oh, I don't have 11 power on the board. Whatever. Okay, so we just do this. Figure it out later. Command is unblockable every single turn if we want it to be. It's 1-1, people. Okay, something with haste. Beware, mono red. I've got Tempest Caller. Maybe I have another one.
What's the flavor text on the thing? I am what?
I am the storm.
Ooh.
Love it. You are not the storm.
I hope whoever wrote that one got a raise.
Yep.
And a promotion.
Let's read Commander Speaker. The same power that drives the river ever onward flows through the roots and branches to me. No, see, simple is genius. Less is more. Learn from this guy. Learn from... Oh, we don't get to see who... I guess it's weird to credit the flavor text guy when it's really supposed to be, the character. The mist clothes us when we are bare, hides us when we are alone, and unites us when we are together. It's a weird thing to say about mist, but okay. And there's no room for flavor text on this one.
They could write it on the back.
So the greatest draw would be like the Pioneer. Because that would put a bunch of creatures on the board. Oh, boo. Boo to you. Well, we're going to replace one of those with another one. You know what, Merfolk Mistbinder, you're like a bit expendable, so... use this to make Kumena unblockable. We'll attack for 3, progress our board state. Our opponent isn't really in a situation where they can like, okay, I'm going to attack for the win. Merfolk. Because then we just attack back for the win now. Alright, plan to draw a card. I don't want to draw a card now, because that lowers the shields for no reason. Let's make our opponent work to lower our shields. Let them, like, lightning strike our creatures. Wow, they had a really bad hand. Oh, we can't block this turn. You hear that, Mistbinder? Can't block. Okay, now our opponent is getting what we call busy. So I think we're gonna take this. Okay, we gotta be we have to be careful about Pia though. Okay, so this is gonna be 8 damage. We can handle that this turn. But I don't know about next turn. Tempest Caller? No. Could have been. That's pretty good looking. We might just play all this stuff, pass the turn, and then force our opponent to win through all this. Like, we can do a chump block and then attack with everything. Do what? Let's... I'm going to continue to attack. I'm going to tap the River Sneak in order to do this, because that's going to be one of our unblockable creatures that's going to help us get in for the victory. And now we just have to chump block everything. And we have enough chump blockers. Our opponent doesn't have enough mana to like use Hazored's ability twice and kill us. We can put him to 3, but then there's no mana to pump up the Thopter. Thopter can get pumped up 3 times, but that uses up all the mana, and that's only 4 damage, and we can block everything on the ground.
You got it all figured out.
We could lose, and even if they have Lightning Strike, we get hit for 3 going down to 4, but the Thopter again can only get pumped up for 4? Sorry, for 2 more? I guess we die to a Sunscorched Desert. Sunscorched Desert into Lightning Strike would kill us. That would be enough. But like, what am I going to do? maybe this matchup's not so bad. Maybe this matchup is not so bad. I know I'm in the friendly leagues. I'm not, I don't know if this deck can stand the test of the competitive leagues. I'm playing like I'm at the good old Friday Night Magic. I am not prepared to go to the Grand Prix with this thing. You know, if you play Glorybringer, that shouldn't be a big deal. Here comes the attack.
What if MTG bought your hotel and plane ticket for a Grand Prix? Would you take it then?
Oh, of course. Wouldn't even blink. Is there like something with trample that I should be worried about? I have no idea, but I'm gonna put a +1/+1 counter on everything, because I don't need to draw cards.
Three, two.
Okay, so 1 damage is going to be dealt to the Mistbinder, and Magma Spray is going to hit that thing, which doesn't matter, changes nothing.
He still thinks there's hope. He hasn't resigned yet.
Think all he wants. It's over. What does this do? Target creature can't block this turn. Useless. Alright, let's just attack for the win. You're empty-handed. I'm not empty-handed. Attack for the win. 7 damage, you're at 6. I've done the math. Those concrete calculations. Thanks, Karsten Muller. Or Frank Karsten, sorry. Talking about a chess player. What? Oh no! Oh no! What have I done? And that's the manabase.com Get Dunked On instant replay.
What happened? I'm confused.
I didn't give him I didn't make him unblockable.
Oh.
Well, all that bragging that I just did.
It's 10 p.m. It's late.
Now what? Like I could have killed him with just the River Sneak by like putting creatures in play and then drawing cards.
Empty-handed.
So now what can I do? I have to stop the Thopter that can attack me for 4. Okay, hold on. You draw 1 card with Hazored. Shoot me for 2. You can only pump the Thopter once. If you draw a land and play it, it doesn't matter. Okay, so maybe I can still win this. But this is stupid. I screwed this up. I darn screwed up, people. Boy, did I screw that up. Well, we've given our opponents
hope.
A little bit too much hope. If they find a burn spell off the top that can hit our face, we lose.
That would be just tragic.
It has to be... Hold on. Okay, let's say it's Shock. 1, 2... No, it can't be Shock. Shock's not good enough. They don't have enough to pump up the Thopter. Oh, no, they do. They do have enough. Yeah, Shock would be good.
There, he's waiting.
Yeah. I'm a Merfolk master.
He's got a t-shirt and everything.
Is there anything else I should do? No. Okay, we're just going to pass the turn. Okay, I'm going to play this just in case I need the mana for something that I draw if I elect to draw something.
Pass and pray, people.
Brick, damn it. No Glorybringer. Glorybringer would be bad too. Kamena, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kamena. I'm a disgrace. I'm a disgrace to the tribe. Disgrace to shamans. Well, our opponent hasn't decided to beat us, so there's some hope. There's a lot of hope, actually. In fact, now I'm going to start celebrating. Let's crack out the wine, crack a beer, get the vodka, Let's get the... How do you guys celebrate? How would you celebrate this situation? I'm not ready to get drunk, though, on YouTube, though. You're gonna deplete all your time? Well, you know, here's the thing. We definitely look like a pony there. Well, that was a pony move to do what we just did with Kumena.
This is retaliation.
Yeah. Again, is there anything that gives trample? I don't know. I'm concerned.
This is unfamiliar territory.
Alright, I'm gonna do this. You're point short. So Sun-Scorched Desert, Shock, Lightning Strike was good. You can count all you want. It's not good enough. I gave you hope, and I took it away. Oh, good. Thank God. Let's pretend that never happened.
You can just cut it from the video.
I could, but... Yeah, like, I had this attack, and then all of a sudden it ends like this.
Just pull a Billy Mitchell, you know?
A bunch of, like, yeah, pull a Billy Mitchell.
But, just, like, fake, like, VCR scan lines and stuff as it switches.
That's right. Yeah, we had that attack with Kumena, and then it sort of transfers to this. The comment section was like, wasn't Kumena blockable? And what the hell was this? How are they attacking? And we're blocking for victory. What should the lesson for today be?
Stay on your A game.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Stay on your A game. Something not particularly displayed here today. Stay on your
We were playing Mario Kart last night.
Game.
He was in first place, and he thought it was the last lap, so he decided to have some showmanship when he crossed the finish line. But it wasn't the last lap; he was only the fourth.
Yeah, I ran into the wall and then started driving backwards. It looked pretty bad. I'm like, oh my God, there's another lap. What am I gonna do?
Told you about them chickens.
Whatever. So we're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon, and we're also going to thank themanabase.com for being our sponsor. This is Nikachu and his brother playing Merfolk in Standard.